and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a slightly different video for this channel. It's going to be a what I eat as a student at university over kind of like 3 days. I asked on my Instagram if you guys would like to see this, and a lot of you said that you wanted to see like multiple days to make sure that it was like realistic. So I thought that would be what I was gonna do. I know you guys hate it when I put disclaimers on videos, but I think that there's very much a needed disclaimer on this video, because I know that these videos are not for everyone, and I just want to say this video is not going to talk about calorie counting. It's not going to talk about healthy or clean eating. It's literally just what I eat. I am trying to make sure I'm fueling myself with the right nutrients and things like that, because I absolutely did not do that in first year, which was the reason why I was honestly sick for most of it, because I just did not eat the things that my body needed. But this video is literally just what I eat to fuel my body, and there's no like right or wrong thing to eat. If you struggle with calorie counting, with eating, anything like that, then you are more than welcome to click off this video right now. In fact, I encourage you to do so. There'll be plenty of other videos on my channel that have got nothing to do with food, so I'll see you next week. I also just wanted to say that obviously because it's not term time at the moment, I do have a bit more time in the day to like cook and just like plan my meals and stuff. So let me know if you'd like me to do one in term time as well, so you can see meals sort of like midweek when I'm just in a bit of a rush and I don't have the time to prepare like a full-on meal. And I also wanted to say I would have done the whole week so that you could see me kind of eating the leftovers of the stuff that I make at the start of the week, but I am going to the Isle of Wight festival next weekend, so I won't be able to do that. But imagine that basically anything I cook as a meal at the start of the week, by the end of the week I probably am just eating the leftovers of that in various combinations with other things. So it's not like I'm cooking something new every single day, because who has time for that? Like literally, who has time for that? And finally, I just wanted to say I'd really appreciate it if we could keep everything really nice in the comments. This video isn't supposed to be anything to do with like how to eat well or how to eat right. It's literally just what I eat in a day, because a lot of you have asked for like recipe ideas, just to see what I kind of get up to in terms of food, and I just thought it would be an interesting video. So please just keep it all cool in the comments. I would really appreciate it. So it is currently Sunday and my cough finally cleared about 3 days ago, so I am going to try and go on a run this morning. I've not done any proper exercise in like 3 weeks and I'm really itching to do something, so I'm gonna go on a run, which means that I'm gonna have a pre-run snack. I honestly am the worst at pre-run snacks, because I initially just did it without eating, but then I kind of thought I really do probably need something to give me the energy to go. But then I also really have become quite a big breakfast person, and I like a big breakfast, so I don't want to ruin my big breakfast, you know. Today I'm eating a Naked bar because they honestly taste, this one tastes just like lemon drizzle. Honestly would recommend, one of my favorite flavors. But if you guys have any like recommendations for really light pre-run snacks that will give you a bit of an energy boost to tip you over from the night before, but also will allow you to still have a nice big breakfast when you get back, then let me know, because I have no idea. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna go on my run, so bye. Oh, I also have got to say, this goes without saying, but I will just be drinking water throughout the day as well, so I probably won't mention that, but I will be drinking water. But if I drink anything else, I will let you know. Hello from your resident tomato. I literally go so red when I exercise, apart from this one spot around my mouth. And it literally happens every time, but this is probably the reddest I've ever been. And it's just really embarrassing. Like, I just don't want to go running because I just know that I'm going to go bright red. I'm going to go to a Zumba class, I'm going to do any form of exercise. But I just went and did a run, 2 laps of university parks, which are absolutely beautiful, might I add. And this is where we're going to have some controversy, but I'm going to go and have a shower first, and then I will talk about said controversy. It's not really that controversial, but oh, the camera thinks it is. Hello, yes, I'm aware I'm still bright red. I probably will be for the next 12 hours, which is going to be incredibly embarrassing when I go to the library in about an hour's time. But today's controversy centres the humble Weetabix. This is the protein Weetabix because it's fortified with more vitamins and iron in, and also has more protein in, which keeps me fuller for longer, and they taste exactly the same. So would recommend these, to be honest, because I'm not really seeing any drawbacks. I love Weetabix. I am the sort of person that has breakfast phases, so I will eat the same breakfast for like 3 months and then I'll switch to something else. But Weetabix is just the best thing ever. It's good for you, but it's just great, and you can have it with so many different toppings, variations, but this is where the controversy comes in. So I know most people just eat it cold, right, with some milk on top, which tastes amazing, but have you tried microwaving it and turning it into like a Weetabix porridge? Because when it's cold outside, that slaps. And some people have literally openly said to me that they think that that is disgusting, but I know people that literally eat it raw, like without not raw, you know what I mean, like without milk, with like butter on. And I just want to know, how do you eat your Weetabix? What are the weird and wonderful ways that you eat your Weetabix? Because I feel like it's one of those things that everybody grew up doing differently. Some people just have it with milk and sugar, some people have it with fruit, some people put chocolate in it. Like, what do you do with your Weetabix? Anyway, what I do with my Weetabix is put two, what are they called? 2 pieces. I put 2 biscuits. Why are they called biscuits? Anyway, I put 2 biscuits of Weetabix in a bowl with some milk, microwave it to make it like porridge consistency, and then I just put some bananas on it at the moment. Very basic, but you know, I've tried adding like honey and stuff, and I feel like just Weetabix and banana slaps. And when I'm in a rush, that is literally my go-to breakfast. So, let's do it. These are currently the ones I'm using. These are one of my favourites, the Starbucks House Blend Lungo ones. And so this is my breakfast. Protein Weetabix with banana and a coffee. Pretty simple, but honestly, one of my favourites. And you should try it if you haven't already. So I decided to go into town for lunch, well, to work, not purely just for lunch, and I ended up buying my lunch in town. I wish I was put together enough to pre-prepare my lunch every day, but I just don't, and there are so many options on Corn Market that I just can't resist. Anyway, I went to Pret, I got an English breakfast tea, as per usual, this pea and mint soup, which was much nicer than it looks, honestly, it's so good, and these tortilla chips, like these chili, bean and seed tortilla chips, which are quite frankly my new addiction. I actually can't stop eating them. They're so good. You have to try them. Anyway. Hello everybody. So I am back from town. I'm going to have a quick snack before dinner because I want to get on with a couple more things before I make dinner. And I'm going to have a protein yogurt. I ate these when I was like trying to gain muscle as a way of increasing my protein intake. Obviously there are so many ways to get protein, like as a vegetarian, pescatarian, vegan, whatever, but obviously meat is not one of those sources. But I was eating these like when I was trying to gain muscle. I'm not really trying to do that at the moment, but I actually just love them. Like, they're so nice. So I think I'm gonna have this now, reply to some emails, and then make dinner. So it's kind of like a reverse dinner, dessert, then dinner. Well, this isn't really a dessert. I'm not really a dessert person. Annoyingly, I lost the clip where I explained this, but for dinner I decided to make this vegetable and black bean and almond curry, I think it's called. It's from the Vegetarian Athlete's Cookbook. So this is the finished product. Would I call it a curry? Probably not, because I feel like by my standards, it's not really a curry. It's kind of like a mild, fragrant thing, but it looks really nice. Got some whole grain rice, and then I have some leftover tomato and cucumber that I need to get rid of, and curry always tastes nice with a little bit of tomato and cucumber. So this is dinner. Very excited to try it. Of course, accompanied by a Diet Coke, because what else would I be drinking? Okay, so verdict on the curry. As I said, it's not really a curry in my mind, but I suppose in my mind I've got like a jalfrezi or like a saguaro or something like that, so I feel like it's different to that. But it was so yummy. I really enjoyed that actually. I was very pleasantly surprised, and it made 3 other portions, 2 of which I'll probably put in the freezer and then 1 in the fridge. So I am actually heading out in just a moment. I am running a bit late to see Ollie, who I have not seen since before the pandemic. We are going for drinks at the Dewdrop pub, which is actually like way not out of town, but it's like LMH side out of the centre. So I'm very excited about that. But even though I'm running late, because I know Ollie will be late, so Ollie, if you're watching this and you didn't end up being late, I'm sorry. I bought these today. I have had the biggest digestive shaped hole in my week. Like, I love a digestive. They are the best tea dunking biscuits. Grace Grackle did like a tea dunking video, and her dad was so right with the dark chocolate and the milk chocolate digestives are just the best biscuits. And I have some ginger nuts, I have some Malteser chocolate, but I just needed some digestives, and I'm still quite peckish, so I think I might have 1 or 2 of these before I go. Like, it's one of those biscuits where it really doesn't matter what time of day it is, like what mood you're in. They're just phenomenal. Like, honestly, I could eat like 12 and a half multiple times.
So at the pub, I just had a G&T. It was Bombay Sapphire, if you're wondering, and it was lovely.
Right, I'm going to start this clip again because that just took me ages to say a very simple thing. I've just got back from the pub. I'm going to have a cup of Defence tea from Twinings. I have absolutely no clue if this does anything. It could be a load of like rubbish, but I love the taste of this. And if it does anything for my immune system, that's great, because as we all know from previous years, my immune system just absolutely takes a battering at uni, let alone after a global pandemic when we've not been outside and exposed to diseases for a significant period of time. So I'm going to have this, and I'm also going to have a ginger nut biscuit, because ginger nut biscuits are the second best biscuits and I'm still quite peckish. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now, and then I'll see you in the morning to see how my overnight oats have turned out, because I've just made them. So this morning's breakfast is the overnight oats with some walnuts and banana and a tiny bit of peanut butter, because I'm yet to decide how I feel about peanut butter. I would put more if I knew that I liked it. And then a cup of tea. Verdict on the overnight oats. I'm not a fan particularly. I was trying to like it, but I just cannot get past the texture. It tastes like, I don't know, it just like tastes like a soggy cereal to me. And I also don't particularly like the fact that it's cold. I know you can warm it up, but I feel like that would make it worse. Could also be the flavours that I chose. I did banana and cinnamon, but that to me is like my ideal like porridge topping. It's just, I can't eat any more of it. And maybe I did it wrong, so if you have any tips on how to make it more edible, then let me know. I tried to add more sweetener. It's not really done anything. It just doesn't like taste of much, but it does, but it doesn't. You know? So I think I'm gonna leave that. And I'll see you later. Hello everybody, so I've just been doing some YouTube work this morning, and it's been quite a hectic morning, just trying to get quite a lot of stuff done. And I'm still a bit upset about the overnight oats. I realised that I probably did put a bit too much milk in them, but I've just realised that I just do not like the texture. I don't like the fact that it's cold. So I think I'm just gonna stick to normal porridge for now. But now it's time for lunch, and I am having the god tier of all lunches today. Probably my most common lunch if I'm honest, but it's just so good. And it is, drum roll please.
The answer to this is the humble bean on toast, because some Warburton's white bread, some butter and some Heinz beans is quite frankly one of the best food combinations on this planet. But the clip, like the clip of me talking about the curry, has corrupted. I have no idea what happened there, but basically this was the closest image that I could find, so I hope you enjoyed that. Fortunately though, I do still have the clip of the berries that I had. I had some grapes, some blueberries and some raspberries washed and in a bowl. Yeah.
I'm now heading into town with David. David is back in Oxford. He's doing a Masters this year at St Cross College. So he's not in LMH, but he lives very close to LMH this year, which is super lovely. It's really nice to have quite a few people still in Oxford, because I was kind of panicked that when I came back everyone would have left. But anywho, we're going into town. We're going to the Taylorian to get some work done, because I've spent all morning doing YouTube work, so I really want to get some uni work done. I'm probably going to pop to Pret and make advantage of my free subscription. Can't decide if I want a coffee or a tea, because you know, sometimes I feel like I do love coffee, but I really sometimes hate the feeling that it gives me. I hate the taste in my mouth that you get after you've drank a coffee, but equally I feel like I need the energy to revise. So many thoughts, so little time. Anyway, I'm going to head off now, and I will see you probably when I get back. Just saying, I had an idea last night about what I could have for dinner tonight, and I'm so excited about it. I'm like a little child before Christmas.
So in the end I went for an iced coffee, because that doesn't leave a taste in my mouth and it's very quick to drink, and it was absolutely delicious. And then we went to work in the library for a few hours, and then in the later hours of the afternoon we went back to Pret, because we both have a subscription and we both want to make the most of it. The best thing about it is that I can now have tea in town without feeling guilty for paying £2.50 for it. Do you know what I mean? That's the best thing ever.
Hello everybody. So I honestly have not had the best day today mentally. I just had a bit of a freak out at the like sheer enormity of what is kind of lying ahead, and just worries about everything in general, which then I feel like not only am I not feeling too hot mentally, my shoulders are literally so tight I could cry.
Thankfully it's not led to a headache just yet, but they're really painful. And I've just not really had a good day mentally. David was great and like we had like a long chat, but then I just sort of got a bit more stressed because I had stuff that I kind of needed to do today that I didn't really get done. But as I said, trying to be more healthy with my mindset and like recognize when I'm struggling or when I'm not feeling okay and just stop and like take a breather, because that's more productive in the long run. So I decided to cook myself like one of my comfort meals for dinner, something that I used to have a lot as a child, because I actually had a lot of stuff in. I had one potato left over, I had some broccoli left over from yesterday. So basically I'm doing the corn dinosaurs. I used to have turkey dinosaurs all the time when I was younger. So I'm having the corn dinosaurs with some mash and some greens and some gravy, which I'm very excited about. It's like a proper homey comfort meal, and I think that it's like really important to just recognise when that's what you want, and that is so what I want today. So I'm just cooking that now. It's super easy to do and I'm very much looking forward to it. Like, I've tried to recreate the dinosaur scene, but it doesn't look quite as good as it does on the packet. But I tell you what does look good, this meal. With the gravy on, it doesn't look quite as appetizing, but I know I'm gonna enjoy this. Keeping it real on this channel, it does not look anything like the box.
Hello everyone, so it's much later now, if I'm honest. So I'm having a self-care evening, because today's not been my day, and with self-care comes biscuits and tea, but I can't decide which biscuit and tea to have. I'm thinking I'm gonna do the same as last night, I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking a digestive and ginger nut. You can't beat it, you absolutely can't beat it. An absolute self-care is watching the Elton John and Billy Joel live concert for the probably what is like the 500th time ever, but it's one of my favourite concerts, and I would have sold my right arm to be there. I have gone for the Pucker 3 ginger tea and my biscuits, and I'm going to watch my concert. It is a super rainy day today. It feels like the first proper day of autumn, so I have gone for apple and cinnamon oats. These honestly look amazing and remind me why I prefer normal porridge. And then of course I've got a cup of tea. Hello everyone, I'm really glad that this isn't an actual vlog and that it's what I eat in a day, because I have not left this room today at all. I made my lunch, but unfortunately my shoulders are just probably the tightest they've ever been actually today. Like, they're actually physically painful. And I can't sit up straight or just do anything really. They're just, I feel like they're like this basically. And it's really affecting my appetite because I'm getting really bad pain behind my eyes here especially, and like sort of in this bit of my head. And I just have no appetite whatsoever. So unfortunately I didn't really finish my lunch, which really annoys me. I ate as much of it as I physically could because I know that fueling yourself is the only way that you're gonna make yourself feel better, and it's like it's a spiral if you don't eat, because then you feel sick because you don't eat, and that whole situation. But I just wanted to be honest because it's what I eat in a few days, and like it's obviously going to vary depending on circumstances. But what I'm going to do is try and get some work done and then attempt to make up for it at dinner, because hopefully I'll work up a bit of an appetite, and I've had some painkillers, so hopefully that will help the headache, and I'll get back to you then. My headache is starting to go a little bit, and the tension has kind of relaxed because I've been lying down for most of the day. So I think now my appetite is coming back a little bit. I'm going to treat myself to a sourdough pizza from Franco Manca. I'm just going to get the basil and oregano one because I don't really like cheese, but I'm actually really excited about it because if I'm quite honest, I really can't bother cooking right now, and the only other thing I have in the cupboard that I could eat would be Weetabix or beans on toast, which I had yesterday and the day before. Not that there's anything wrong with repeating meals, but I'm just not really in the mood for them. So yes, I'm gonna order a pizza now. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I wanted, literally exactly what I wanted, and it looks friggin' amazing. Now if that's not enough to get your appetite back, I don't really know what is, so I'm gonna give this my best shot now. So with that concludes this vlog. It wasn't exactly what I'd planned, if I'm honest, but I think that kind of makes it a more realistic what I eat over a few days, because things came up that were unexpected, and I'm definitely gonna do one of these like in term time when I really am sort of on the go constantly, because obviously now I've got the luxury of like, if I'm not feeling well, I can sort of not work, but very soon I will not have that luxury anymore, which is why I'm trying to rest and fuel myself now, so that when term starts, hopefully I'm not getting headaches all the time and whatever. So anyway, sidetracked enough. I really hope you enjoyed this video, despite the fact that it was a bit all over the place. If you did and you would like another one of these, perhaps in term time, then do give this a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any tips and tricks for people who are moving to university this year, or for me, to be honest, because I'm happy to take them. And I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye guys. Mwah.